Hello there. Today was a harsh day, I would say. Not that much, but same old same. Uh, Wake up, read, great book. Well, I'm learning a lot of things when it comes to clothing and sales, in general, the psychology of it, and yeah. But today was kind of different because the owner he was training the closers today, so he put me in charge to run the group mock call. And I mean, yeah, it was it was going alright. And then two, two members of the team, they started arguing about how we should address a certain situation that whatever. Like I didn't know the answer. They both didn't know the answer either. So yeah, then like they started arguing. Yeah. It's not like they were cursing at each other. They were just like disagreeing. Like, oh no, this is wrong because X Y Z. Oh no, you're wrong because B C D E. Yeah, this kind of shit. Uh, like even like one of the people that were there, one of the person that were there, she just hop off. I mean, I understand her, but like since I was the one that was supposedly uh, uh, handling like managing the call, like I stayed there. I mean, it was alright, but like by the end of it, like we still did like some of other other sessions, and then after that, I talked with the girl that hop off, and like we talked about what happened, and we did some mock calls as well, some sessions. And then I started thinking like, shit, man. Dealing with people is complicated. It's complicated. Like shit. I learned a lot with this like brief experience that, man, I don't know how to put in words, but hmm, how can I? I'm trying to find the right definition, but I would say is uh, is a challenging task. Like to say the least, right? Handling uh, with people, but I mean, even though I didn't perform well, because I'm not even talking about the mock call, like I don't even care. Like I didn't because that wasn't like the main thing there. At least for me, I don't know about them, but I'm like shit, man. I completely just like ignore like the. Of course I did the mock calls, but I was like, damn, man, this is so complicated. It's not complicated, but so distinct, so unique. Like, how could I go about that? I started thinking, about these other leaders that I had in my past experience, my past experiences. And like, shit, man, like, how would they go about that? I'm like, complicated, right? That's the part of the development of the character. I was like, like, I thought to myself, like, shit, this is kind of hard, right? But I like it. Even though like I didn't perform well, I like it. Like I like it. This uh, this experience because it's different, Because it's not more about you. It's about others. It's about the performance of the team. So you gotta be neutral. There's a lot of nuances, a lot of little details. You gotta you know what I'm saying, right? But yeah, yeah, because I spend most of my day. Of course, I still do my things. I still I did the call with this other girl, and then after that I trained because I was just exhausted, because even though it was a short call, I was like, shit, man, I started thinking, oh, I should have done this, I should have said that, I should have acted this way. You know how it is. I'm human after all. I'm only human after all, right? Um, and I built some SOPs, like on how to go about the situation. Because yeah, I mean, it happens. So because even though I was beating myself up because uh, natural, I'm human. I was trying more to think this way, like how can I you know solve this as quick as possible? How can I prevent this from happening again? So I thought, okay, I know. Like my ego talking like shit. This is not gonna help me. So how can I analyze the situation, see what I did right, what I did wrong, and how can I improve it? Like having it's like a third person opinion. Like be not like I'm in the situation, like I'm out of the situation, so I can make a better judgment, and so yeah, a more wise decision. So I mean, it happens. It's gone. It wasn't that bad as well. So no one cares, right? No one cares. And I learned. That's a good thing. I learned, and I like it. Even though I didn't perform well, I like it because I was thinking, shit. Most of the people they're not they're not willing to endure that. So like I am, even though I don't like, I am willing to endure that because I know that in the future, like this will develop a lot of skills that I will use in the future. Like there's this saying, I think it's from the Bible that you know, or something like if you want to test the durability or the quality of a metal, uh, you put the metal through a high temperature. So it's the same thing. Like if you want to make a diamond, it, it's gotta have a lot of you gotta have a lot of pressure. You gotta put a lot of pressure to make a diamond. So I think it's the same thing. Like if you want to be great, if you want to be like better than everyone else, you gotta do shit that they're not doing. You gotta go through some pain that they're not willing to endure. And little by little, I'm getting used to that through this framework. And not only that, but especially about ego because I'm like I was thinking, like I'm thinking right now, if it was like I don't know 1 year ago, I would be like completely different. Like shit, man, those suckers, I'm a piece of shit. Like now I can see that okay, that's not me. Like that's just my ego talking. That's not me, man. Like I can't differ difference differentiate. I can see the difference. I can see the difference between my my conscious part, let's say my rational part, and like my animal part. Because like most of this is just pure emotion. Like shit, man. I've been through embarrassment. I got angry, whatever. Like this is just your animal part, and it's not like it's useless, but on these circumstances, it's not gonna help me. So I gotta be rational. So I gotta know how to see who is talking. If it's my rational part or if it's my animal part. And like just get mad or get sad or whatever emotion. If you just let those emotions control you, like you cast your power to those emotions, like you're not gonna solve the problem. You're not gonna improve because you're being a slave of your own emotions. You're not using them. You're letting them use you. So that's a good thing of it. of this experience. Even though like it's a small thing, a little small thing, like whatever, like from like in probably 5 months from now, I won't even remember this. But even though it's a small experience, that taught me a lot of things that no book, no YouTube video, no fucking shit is gonna like teach me. Just pure practice, and that's a good point. I think like was like Epictetus. Like every situation has two handles. One that is gonna sustain, and the other will give in. So you just gotta choose which one you're gonna take. Like the handle that is gonna, you know, sustain the situation uh, is gonna be able to make you uh, able to resolve the situation, to endure the pain, to whatever, to go through the challenge and succeed. And the other handle is just gonna, oh, this is too hard, this is not possible, this is never gonna happen, this is because, and this is not gonna happen because of that person or because of that situation or because whatever. So I'm always trying to use, I'm always trying to choose the the handle that is gonna make me uh oh shit, that is gonna make me be able to solve any situation in my life. Of course, it's more easier than said than done, right? It's way more easy to speak this shit and not doing anything, because like once you are in a, you know, stra- stressful situation, you're like it's is this is just like biological. Like you, a lot of adrenaline, your pre, your prefrontal cortex, uh, the activity starts to decrease, and you know the emotions they got control, they get in control the emotions. So it's hard. It's hard. So that's why it's something that you need to daily, you know, repeat to yourself. Like it's like self brainwash, let's say, but for good things. Because think about this, like you, we didn't choose who were our parents, where we were born, who were our friends, who were our teachers. We didn't choose none of that. So a lot of things that we do believe today, we didn't have a chance to choose that because we're just like kids. So think about how many uh, thought patterns and behaviors we have that is not gonna help us achieving our goals because we were taught from people that they're fucked up, and that's I mean we are all human and we are fucked up. So and we got that from them, but now that like I can say that I'm adult. Of course, one thing is you're being adult. Other is you acting like an adult. I'm learning that. I'm doing a lot of wrong shit, but I'm learning. But right now, we since we are conscious about ourselves, we can choose to toss all that shit, like just uh, get rid of it. All these thought patterns, all these behaviors that are not helping us to achieve our goals. Like we can do that. Of course, it's hard, especially in when you're doing this by yourself. But we can do this, and this is something that I'm doing daily, by myself. Like fuck the ego. I don't know shit. Can somebody help me? Uh, it's my fault. Like all these ways of seeing the world, all of that is not like uh, I always behave like that. No, I learn. You know, I because for me, like most of the things I'm learning is from Alex Ramosi, and I see the guy like he's fucking successful, and not only that, but like the way, at least the things that I see about him, like shit, man, he got his shit together. So why not? Like, should I just since like he share all of this knowledge, why not apply it? Like, why not watch this and apply it to my own life? Because he he has gone through a lot of shit to learn this shit. So why not just watch him, get this, like apply it by myself, so I don't have to go through all of this shit. So this is what I'm doing. And like I start doing this, just like just so I can see in the future. But who knows what's gonna happen? But it's good because in the future I can see like, damn, look where I was, like see all like when you document your whole journey, it's awesome because most of our lives, like most of the moments of our lives, we don't record it. We don't have anything to see that again. So that's why recording these videos, it's good. I would say it's for me to improve my English, my pronunciation, uh, like to improve my thought process. How when I teach something here, it's good because I create those uh, neural pathways in my brain, so I learn like the knowledge, it kind of stick in my mind. And one thing is you understanding something. Other thing is you be able to teach this to someone. So I'm developing this skill as well. And yeah, man. No, and I don't know, but I'm getting. I think I'm. No, I don't think so. Like I feel that I'm creating this skill of whatever happens, this is not gonna impact me on my goals. So whatever happens, I will stick to my goal. Like there are days that are especially today. Like oh shit, after the group call, I was kind of tired. Like mentally, I was like shit, man, I really need to sleep. And then I because I got some phrases here like. Especially this one, like, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Stay hard, motherfucker, right? I'm like, shit, man, like, if I stop here, and, like, if when things got hard, you stop, you teach yourself to not go at your full potential. So that's other thing. So, like, man, like, I'm tired. I mean, that really drain my energy. But if I don't do nothing now, like when because this will happen again, like not like necessarily the same situation, but I will get exhausted and with my all my energies just drained. That will happen again. Other circumstances, whatever, that will happen again. And like when that happens, and then I sleep. Like I don't want that to happen in the future, so I must do something now, which is I choose to train. I was like, okay, fuck it. I need to make some shit here. I need to make my blood flow so I can be awake. And then I train. Was awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, like even though I train, I was still kind of and like this was more like physical part. But I was still able to just continue doing the my practices of the script and uh, yeah, especially the script because I'm still getting used to that. Like right now, I'm way more adherence. I like this word adherence. I don't know how to say that, but adhering. But I'm getting used to the script, and even though it's awesome because I was like, oh shit. Especially the first group calls, I was like, "Ah, damn, I don't want to do this. Fuck that. I don't want to do that." And like right now, I'm still, I still got a little nervous, but like compared to the first ones, to the first couple of group calls I did, I was like, I was way more nervous. But you know, I'm learning how to manage all of that and the progress. That's the output, right? Because no, I need to make money. Like that's one thing. I really need to make money, and you know, I believe for everyone like things are harder in a certain way. For me, it's no different. But if I just focus on that, I can I can perform at my best because especially with sales, I did talk about this yesterday. Like that, I was doing the thing just to do it, like just for doing, and just for doing it. And the mentality that I gotta have with sales is that man, I'm here to help. I'm here to help because, like again, like sales is teaching a lot of things to me, especially about empathy. Empathy. Like if I was in the other person's shoes and like someone call me and like this, I can feel that this person doesn't give a fuck about me. He just wants to make money. Like I would hate that situation. I would feel like shit, man. Like so, even though like I'm making this for money, mainly. At least right now, I like what I'm doing, but like my main goal like is to make money. Uh, I'm trying to really put this into my mind that man, I need to have the mentality that I'm here to help people. Because like for example, there's a lot of things that things that I learned that I watch and then I apply that I'm not saying during the videos and like it's a lot of knowledge that I think is valuable for a lot of people. And I can do that by myself because yeah, I'm kind of self-taught, especially English and other things like cardistry, which is do some cool shit with the deck, a deck of cards. But there's a lot of the things that I learned by myself, and I didn't need anyone to teach me. I have this ability. Everyone has actually, but a lot of people they don't use it. They prefer to have a mentor, which is not wrong. Like again, it's not like everything that I know today I learned by myself. Of course not. I had teachers, but a lot of other things I learned by myself. And I know that not everyone's like this. So that's when enter sales because you are there to sell a solution to a person's problem, a solution that this person can figure out by themselves. So I think that this is very aligned with the way I see things because okay, I have this skill of figure things by myself, but other people don't have that. And like if I can help them, that's awesome. I mean, and I can make money with that. Plus, like on top of all of that, it's something that I like personally. Like he's aligned with my core beliefs and whatever. But I can also make money with that, so that's pretty cool as well. And yeah, now I'm getting there little by little. Stumble a little, uh, hitting my foot in some rocks, hitting my head against the wall. Yeah, but I'm getting there. And I mean, yeah, like this is the lonely chapter, as I like said. Like there's no one, and like actually, uh, um, I noticed that, like, there's no more message, no more anything, you know. And I mentioned a couple times this friend of mine of high school, and I think was on, yeah, on Sunday I talked with him. I did mention that in one video, and I explained to him like maybe like we're not gonna talk anymore. And like he never sent a message again, and I mean that really happens. And it's just it doesn't matter for me anymore. It doesn't matter, and that's crazy to consider my nature. Yeah, because remember now I'm very attached to people, which sometimes lead me to a lot of problems, but whatever. But right now, the only thing that matters is to win. The only thing that matters is for me to win. And in order for me to win, I need to sacrifice a lot of things. Especially, sacrifice other people, but not other people, but my relationship with them. Sacrifice my ego. Be able to say, I don't know, can somebody help me? And be able to take ownership of my own life and say, it's my fault. Even though, like, let's say it wasn't my fault, let's say, like, was other people, was because of the situation, whatever. It's still my problem, and I'm the only one who can solve it. No one is gonna come to save me. So that's why I got to figure this shit out by myself, you know. And it's not gonna get harder than this. I know that. Right now, I have like just some resources, and me getting money. That's why I told about that I need the money. Me getting the money, I can have better resources because the hardest thing to get, I would say, it's not so much about the resources, but have here, be able to endure pain. There's no money in the world that can give it to you this skill, this ability. You gotta go through some shit. You gotta endure pain, and this is something that I mean, there's no way. Like, you just gotta do that. And most of the people they spend their whole life. It's crazy. Like they spend their whole life without without knowing who they really are because they're not willing to go through suffering. And like the only thing that is guaranteed is death, taxes, whatever. But suffering is guaranteed. Suffering is guaranteed. Pleasure is not. But suffering is guaranteed. Like, but we can choose what suffer we are willing to endure and what suffer we are not willing to endure. So you can say that. I mean, a person who is fat, this person isn't suffering because they're fat, they're unhealthy. But you can also argue that someone who goes to the gym is suffering because it's pain, like training is pain. But in the long run, they both experience pain and suffering. But in the long run, one of them is gonna get positive results, and the other is gonna get negative results. Both suffering. They're both suffering. But one of the suffering uh, was like fruitful to this person, and the other was just negative and was bad. So, and we can choose that. We can choose that. We can choose that. It's not easy, but we have this ability. We have like even though I'm complaining about not having the best resources, I'm pretty sure that there is someone that doesn't that like have even less resources than I have, and is doing better than me. Then there's a fucking like way more stronger mindset than me. I know that. So by the end of the day, it's just excuses. So I will do whatever it takes so I can win, because that's the only thing that matters is for me to win. So yeah, take care, man.